What?
This is
Oh,
how
what?
you silence it.
Violence. Violence is the way you silence all new phones. We skipped our scat. We skipped it all together, but that really doesn't affect the fun we're going to have tonight. So, hey everybody, welcome back to Karandrin Role Playing. My name is Kevin Manus Pennings, also known as Crack Palantir, and I will be your host and game master for this episode 172 episodes of Brise's Tale. And down below me, you will see my good buddy Max, who will play the beautiful and talented paladin Brise. Max, why don't you say hello to the lovely people?
Yeah, I didn't realize we were live. I apologize for staring at my phone, but
no, I think it's great. No, I think it worked out. It's got to be more enjoyable than scat.
For the betterment of stream. An interruption at the beginning of stream, so we won't have any interruptions during the stream. Hold on, I just got a message.
No disasters. So yeah, we took a little break for some vacation stuff, and we've got this week and next week, and then I'm off to go to a convention, and so I'll be at DragonCon and in Atlanta, and so if any of our millions of fans out there want to stop and say hi to me, hey, come on up and tell me what you think of the stream, and that'll be great. And
we should do a Karandrin at DragonCon.
We should. Oh man,
people just like all around you.
That's right.
Trying to roll your dice.
Yeah, getting hit by wings and things like that. Man, I gotta say, I miss the phase where people at, especially young women at DragonCon, were wearing body paint only. And made me so happy. As a young man going to DragonCon. It's been a few years, but yeah. So we're back. Episode 172. We've got 2 or 3 irons in the fire. It's always the case with Karandrin because it is an organic system. We don't do quests. We don't do campaigns. I find all that very artificial. Some of the things we're juggling right now. One is what we left off last time was a conversation with Fraldrum. I should get our captions up here so we can rotate through those. So you were talking to Fraldrum about what at our last session?
I was talking to Fraldrum about a conversation I had with a man named Baran, who is an assistant of sorts, kind of like a runner for the wizard Oshekra. Now, Oshekra is a pretty nefarious wizard, very ruthless, very much interested in only his own gains. And in conversation with Baranth had overheard that Oshekra is trying to trap or do away with a being known as Garathu, and brought up with Fraldrum, who is Garathu, and it turns out Garathu is a dragon, one of the few benevolent dragons who lives in the ancient lands, a guide to travelers, and keeps watch on evil influence in those lands. And we know that Oshekra does have a base of sorts on the border of the ancient lands, I think, or in a portion of the ancient lands. So it would make sense that if he's trying to expand his influence, Garathu might be a thorn in his side. So we now have a burden on me to see if we can find the soul prison, relocate the soul prison that I encountered long time ago, and what Oshekra is planning to use that soul prison to trap Garathu in. If I can locate this soul prison and find out how to disable it, or if to convince the prison of souls to not trap a being like Garathu, that's basically what we're trying to do. It's kind of, we have a lot of questions, but we need to find the soul prison again. Likely Oshekra already has guards there, and can't risk teleporting there or strolling in. So we're going to be walking there first I need to get to Alamar, then from
Right.
Alamar walk, to where hopefully I can remember where the prison was. It's only been like 2 months ago in game time, right?
Yes.
No, actually it wasn't in April, March. It's
Probably
actually
March.
been in March.
4 months.
Maybe, yeah, 4 months. A
Yeah.
little while, but hopefully Brise can roll for memory and trace her steps again to find that.
Right. Yeah. Alamar being a mannish city on the coast, several hundred miles away. You're going to teleport to, it's one of the nearer mannish cities, nearest to Alamar, so they call it Convergence, also under mannish control in the mannish nation of Theaxia. And then from there, you'll just take one of the major highways in that nation and go down to Alamar, is the thought.
Right.
That's your main concern, and you've also have dealings with Baranth in regard to mission, right? Right. We
Yes.
just
Yeah. So the Branth originally came to me with a request from Oshekra to locate a vine known as Blue Vein in a region that grows in a ruins to the south of Convergence. And we know that this herb can be harvested, and the wood can be carved into a staff or a wand, and it very much increases the magical powers to overcome barriers to spying and improve. I think it's influencing magic.
information magic.
Information magic, right? To gather information on something else. So
Baranth is running his race. Is he goblin or is he mannish?
no, I think he's a human. Baranth. Find his average-looking, fat, strawberry blonde, and not bold. Strawberry blonde, middle-aged human male who dresses poorly.
Right.
And he very much likes his wine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's our guy. So it's late afternoon. Fraldrum has taken his leave, her leave, excuse me, of you. She's going to put, she's got some tasks that she's going to perform, reaching out to find out what we know about Garathu, especially since the era of dragons has kind of, we thought had kind of passed. The dragons sort of fell quiet 250, 300 years ago, and they really just sort of disappeared. They've not been raiding cities. They've not been raiding fleets for a couple of centuries now. But the fact that Garathu is now of concern to Oshekra suggests that Garathu must be active, and that raises the possibility that all the dragons are active. No one knows.
All 8,000 dragons.
That's right. No one knows the reason for their silence, but there it is. She's going to reach out to some contacts regarding that. She's also going to reach out to contacts in the Elven city of Pleston, which is somewhat to the southwest of you, and see if she can locate any resources to help you find a colony of Fae that you're looking for. And so hopefully you'll have information on that upon your return. So your first goal is to head down to Balabry, south of Miagral's Keep, and see if Baranth has been able to contact Oshekra and has accepted your offer of Tin Mithril and finding a way to defeat Lady Crom's magical means of detection.
Right.
Because there are certainly some some goblin slaves in the giant's mines that you would desperately like to see freed. You're no enemy to goblins. You find their sort of rakish nature very charming. So yeah. So I get. Are you going to load up as though to travel from Balabry?
Right. Yeah, I'm looking at my equipment, and I'm just going to basically take everything, probably buy a horse in Convergence,
Sure.
and then just get on the road.
Yeah. All righty. It's going to be probably midnight, early evening by the time but well past dark by the time you reach Balabry down from the keep. It's usually a couple of hours up the mountain and down the mountain. Forgive me. You roll to navigate. Balabry's a pain in the butt. You're headed to an inn.
21.
It's well past supper by the time you get there.
All right.
I
think it's called the Silver. Do you remember what it's called? Silver Hall. There it is.
The Silver Hall.
Deck the halls with boughs of silver.
Bowels of players.
Bowels.
Right? No.
Disembowel the.
Roll for me.
89.
Okay.
We should probably move this to our beautiful artwork here.
That's right. Oh, that's right. I forgot that you've got I forgot about the great owl that was discussed a session or two ago, Neurotus, who might have information regarding goings on with the other giant clan.
Yeah.
You're walking into Balabry. You've been turned around for a good hour, trying to retrace your steps and get back to the Silver Hall. There is a knife at your back, a blade of some sort, a hand on your shoulder.
Okay.
Roll for me.
5.
It's excellent. You're caught completely unawares. You are welcome to try something, but I'm probably going to give them 2 attacks, and you're not going to get a defensive bonus with either one.
Nope. I am good to raise my hands. This is the 4th time I've been robbed. I swear to God.
Well, medieval society, you've been planned for almost 5 months.
So the average of once a month. That's
average of once a month. You're targeted because you look like a adventurer, and you certainly enmesh yourself in nefarious dealings. Mm-hmm. The voice that you hear behind you. Let's roll this bad boy up. Goblin, orc, maybe. It's right level with your ear, so maybe it's a half orc or half goblin to be that tall. male voice. Speaks in a heavily accented fax, which is the Mannish language for any new viewers. It's the local Mannish language. There are several throughout the continent. And the voice says, "Give me a reason to cut you. Just give me a reason. My boss wants you whole, but that doesn't mean I can't get answers from you while you're dying." You've been awful busy in town, little girl. Awful busy. And my boss wants to know what you and the keep are doing with the Shekra and with the giants. You can spill information or I can spill you here. Don't turn your head, just talk.
I'm going to
cry.
Fart.
That's right. Aft weapons.
I ask, who's asking?
Take 8 damage. You're now bleeding.
77. This guy's serious. Can I command Azrael mentally to circle around this guy, and I'll take a peek at who he is?
Absolutely. Cloaked figure from behind, unfortunately, too difficult to see from the front because you're in the way.
Right.
Build still could be half goblin or half orc, but really tall for that. But still, the gruff voice sounds orc or goblin.
Right.
The accent does not sound goblin. Cloaked from the back, booted, daggers at his boots as well, 1 each. The hilts say high quality. This is a capable individual. His stance is balanced. He is not to be taken unawares. He knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't some youngster that you're going to have an easy time outwitting.
Right.
Not to say don't try. I'm just saying know what you're up against.
Okay. Well, I would like to have Azrael pounce at him from behind and catch him off guard so that I can put some distance between us.
And the thing is, if he's got even a leather jerkin on,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess he can get a leg.
Yeah.
And that's not to say you want to take serious damage. I'm not telling you not. I just want you to be aware of the consequences.
Right. If he slips with his knife. Yeah. Well, I do have my ring of regeneration. So if I just draw out the conversation long enough.
Eventually, the blade heals inside of the wound because you're healing so much faster than the damage.
So we'll start by saying that Crom is, just stating the facts. Crom is Miagral's enemy, and simply seeking ways to how would I word that?
I ain't telling you shit. That's how you're gonna word it. That,
Right. There's not really like anything to give away there. I'm just saying like we're just seeing what kind of defenses Lady Crom has set up in the valley.
and Oshekra, what's the deal with Oshekra? We know he visited here in that fancy carriage of his. He's not usually welcome most places.
Oshekra simply sent someone to ask me a favor.
Sounds like he's talking about Oshekra himself was seen. His carriage.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. I say I didn't see Oshekra. I saw a runner of his.
But you did see Oshekra. Are you? No, you're lying.
When does he? I guess does he mean like a month? When
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's clearly it's unclear whether he knows about Baranth at all.
Right. That's what I'm.
Certainly. Yeah, it's certainly
Right.
possible he followed Baranth, or Baranth has been followed
Right.
by this guy's boss or those operatives.
Right.
Um,
So I had to say Oshekra was here. He invited me into his carriage and was, I just talked with him. He just wanted to make a deal.
he's going to push for
wanted
more.
to make a trade.
He's going to push for more than that. And by push, I mean, he's going to push a blade for more than that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, don't leave unanswered questions. If you're going to lie. But
I know. Yeah. Just, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I had a magic item he wanted, and he wanted to trade for it. He cut me a pretty bad deal too.
there's a moment of opportunity that I'm going to present to you. You can take it or leave it. It's not a great opportunity. But he does take his eyes off of you to watch this cat that is watching his back. So he looks down and to the side. It's not much.
No, we'll pass that up, and we'll have Azrael keep walking. Command him to move out of sight of the guy.
In looking down, Azrael can tell he is full orc, just exceptionally tall. Let me hop over here. Yeah, this dude is no joke. So he's average weight, but he is really tall for an orc. Orcs are 5'6", whatever. Mm-hmm. This guy's as tall as you are. Clean shaven. Black eyes, as they all have.
Because they're always getting into fights.
That's it. Yeah. Hair is, they're sparse on top, but they kind of sort of grow the sideburns. Mm-hmm. And that runs, looks like down into a ponytail that he's pulled to the back. Not hard to recognize this dude if you get him without his hood on, because he's got, although his hair is, black as most orcs are, there are streaks of red in it. Azrael passes out of sight. Just goes down an alley. What was this magic item you traded for?
It was. I'm just gonna look at my magic items.
You gotta think of. You might as well make something up, because if it's something that you know about, then why would Oshekra need it? Right? It's obviously not that rare.
Well, just if you wanted to prove that I had it, I could show it. Oh, well, right. I'd say it was a very fine dagger. It had some properties that I'm so bad at lying. I'm sorry.
What's your? I mean, we don't know much about Oshekra's specific interests, do we?
Right.
To be able to link it up believably.
Right. It had. So I'll just say it had some necromantic properties to it that I was interested in.
The blade pulls back some. You can still feel it sort of beneath your clothing where it sliced through your clothing.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I hope we don't have to repeat this conversation again to get any details.
I hope not either.
I know, right? He says, walk forward slowly.
Okay.
He says, we're headed 4 alleys down, and you're going to turn into that alley.
Okay. It sounds like okay. I will start walking, as he says.
So you walk, you pass where Azrael's hidden at the first alley.
Mm-hmm.
You concentrate on Azrael naturally. No one is behind you. No one passes behind you.
Oh, I see. So he's going to just have me turn down the alley and then.
Azrael waits.
Yeah.
No one's behind you.
Okay.
And then you realize, I didn't hear the guy leave. Azrael didn't hear the guy leave.
Mm.
That's how stealthy this guy is. Do you glance behind you? Send Azrael out to check the street? What would you like to do?
Yeah, let's have Azrael go out and just glance at where he was standing.
No sign. Normal goblins out. Drunks coming home from the bar. That kind of thing. Normal townsfolk. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess we should. Can I find it? I don't think I'm going to find a trace of this guy.
Quinn said it's Stabbyton Abbey.
Oh no, I turned down Murder Street. Okay. I mean, I don't think there's anything else to do here. I might as well continue on my way to the Silver Hall.
You're rattled.
Yeah.
Checking your shoulder, having Ezra walk several steps behind you.
Mhm.
Make it to the Silver Hall. Baranth is singing songs with the rest of the common room. He's facing the door so he can keep an eye on who comes and goes. Raises a glass to you when you enter. Does not seem to notice that you're a bit rattled.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find a quiet corner.
Do you want to gesture him over or let him join you in his own time?
Yeah, no rush. I'll just sit down and have a drink, process that, and then let him come over.
You decide you deserve a good drink, so you give 4 bronze and get some good brandy.
Mhm.
You've already healed from the cut
Mm.
because of the Ring of Regeneration. He stops mid-song, finishes his drink, and is pulling himself away from carolers and from other.
All the ladies.
That's right. Um, so it takes him a moment to get to you, but you would have loved more time.
Mm.
He sits oblivious to your rattled state. Um, um, and he says, "Good news, good news, good news, good news. 10 mithril was accepted.
All right.
Upon completion, of course." Did you mention, I can't remember, did you mention giants generally or Lady Crom specifically?
Lady Crom, I think specifically.
That was my thought as well.
Yeah, information on Crom or to circumvent her detection magic.
He said that Crom is a tough nut to crack and not someone he wants to get on the wrong side of.
Hmm.
But if you continue being of service to him, particularly in great matters, he could get you into her hall undetected. That's between us now. Don't
Okay.
go blabbing it.
Not the best ally to have, but that would be a useful service. He's like, undetected by Crom, but all the other giants.
That's right. That's right. The other 40 giant wizards that are there.
You just takes everything really literally. Okay. I ask if he had heard anything more on Garathu and his plans with Garathu in the afternoon that he was gone.
Well, now, what would that be worth to you? Let's say I did pick up a little something, a word here or there.
I'll give him another mithril.
Oh, it's a beautiful metal, isn't it? A beautiful metal.
I should just carry on fake mithril. That means such a good.
It's something to do. Some word that he passed to an apprentice while we spoke. Garathu apparently has daughters. Four, if I understood the context right. Ripe bait for an old daddy. Don't ask me more. I don't know.
Okay. That's interesting. So the dragons are active and they're very active.
Even in their old age, they're still
Right.
undetectable.
300.
Quinn is cracking me up over there.
Nat King Colwyn.
Nah.
Okay. I ask Baranth about if he's seen anyone in town. Very tall orc with hair tied in a ponytail and red streaks running through it. He's very hooded. Carries a lot of daggers.
I thought I was seeing things. I know the very bloke you speak of. Seen him here and there. To cut that hair, as striking as it is. I don't know his name. I just know that he's for hire and he's serious business. Used to work for that lord nearby, the one that Miagral always spatting with.
Say, Lady Ordia?
She's not spatting with them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I understood spatting as like having
having a spat.
A chin wag. No, yeah. Must be Lord Algrit.
That's the one.
Okay. I mean, Algrit's getting serious. Maybe he found out the spy who was sent after me was too nice to me.
Tends to be a runner, though, really, for that elf that Albert's got working for him, the real tall one.
Tanza, okay.
Oh, no, he's not tall. He's actually short. Sorry. But incredibly handsome. I forgot how handsome he is. 115.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So I've seen him around, employed by Algrit. All right. I guess the only other question I have is logistics. So you said this blue vein's in a ruin to the south of Convergence. Any more specific details? How to get there?
There was something else you learned about. I'm sorry, I was getting confused. I'm to pass on to you a few notes. First is that it was on an old estate. They used to use sunken pillars in the ground marked with a diamond. Those marked the corners of the estate. Sometimes they'd be on various other property, sometimes on flagstones, dropped into the road periodically.
Said pillars with a diamond at the top.
A diamond figure.
Diamond.
A diamond, engraven. Hip high, he said. He says that it's probably an early elven habitation where they were messing around with the blue vein.
Mm-hmm.
So that means built up in the trees themselves, not down on the ground, not using bricks and whatnot, but actually built out of and into the trees.
Okay.
The blue vein, he suspects, will be growing up probably 30 or 40 foot high, but may have reached the ground by now.
I've got to climb a tree. I'm out. Beer fights. Can't do it. Sorry, just gets up and leaves.
There was Karen showed me this crazy video short about it's like a news report set in Middle Earth at the celebration of the defeat of Sauron.
Yeah.
And so there's, hobbits celebrating, and there's a reporter there dressed in medieval garb, but with an actual mic, and she's reporting in front of the camera and everything. And there's this scene of this guy who stumbles over and he's peeing on a tree. And then this Ent's hand just comes down and swats him.
That's great.
It was really funny. You should look that up. So
Middle Earth news report.
That's right.
Okay.
That's what he's got for you.
How much blue vein is he asking for?
If you go above and beyond, Oshekra's not beyond throwing a few more favors your way. If this Lady Crom business is of any interest to you, I'd get as much as I could.
Okay. I see this like pattern in a lot of the encounters I've had so far where, I ingratiate myself purposefully or accidentally with someone more powerful and more nefarious than me and like help them out so I can learn more about them, right? And undermine them.
Yeah, that is true.
I did it with Volshad, with the Iron Empress, her design, and might be doing the same with Oshekra. Who knows?
It's hard to turn down when you sort of feel like, morally your character is, leaning toward, I can't let these people just run amok on the world. And you're like, it is an end to their operation, and then I can pass that information on and undermine things like you said. And it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But you were talking about last time we played. There are just a ton of names involved in this style of play, and I
Right.
don't want you to be afraid of just dropping leads. I'm just saying I need to cut my for my own sanity and my character's sanity.
Right.
I really don't mind that at all. I really want this to be, if you find a logical place for it, as long as it doesn't feel too abrupt. I really don't mind you saying, "Look, I got to be shut of that so I can focus on these things." So, never, if you ever have any questions, we can always talk about it off screen. So, so I really do want you to feel like you have control there. So,
yeah, it's not at that point yet, but if it does, definitely.
Yeah.
And this one's hard to turn down because it's so crucial to Brise's. It's a little bit of her fault that she has caused has opened this, has caused this threat to emerge.
Right.
So,
yeah,
would not understand. Also, Quinn made a really funny comment, and then I think it got deleted in the auto mod, maybe.
Oh, what happened? What was the comment?
You said, "Oh, Shrekker's gonna bone you over the blue vein," and then it got deleted.
That's funny.
That was.
I
think YouTube is just a little strict about what gets in their comments.
Interesting.
I wonder if we can disable that.
Go into the thing and
right.
Yeah. Not up and running. Well,
or we just go to Kick and they just allow almost anything. So.
Oh, I see.
We should try talking about that after the stream if we can broadcast to Kick as well.
Okay.
The relatively newer platform.
Yeah. Is it through YouTube or is it a separate entity altogether?
Separate, yeah.
Okay. I can look at that on this end. Okay, Quinn removed it. I was going to put something about throbbing vein. I think we made those jokes last time.
And we're just going to keep making them. So,
right. So, jokes along in that vein, So, probably need to eat.
Yeah.
So
supper.
Yeah. So let's throw up 3 copper. You're going to eat pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have a room here for a night or not? I thought you did.
No, I think I need to get a room. Oh no, I did stay at the Silver Hall. Okay. Yeah, so I do a room. I'll just pay for another night.
Yeah.
Silver piece a night.
Yeah.
2 bronze piece a meal.
Quinn, you're just trouble for all forms of nanny state. All right then. So let's have you dine. Let's see if there's any contacts. No, you don't see anybody of interest to reach out to. No one approaches you with offers, information, proposals.
Okay.
And so you sort of just spend the evening just sort of around people and while you don't participate in a lot of the singing and stuff like that, it is nice to be shake off the vibe from earlier this evening and that guy getting the drop on you.
Until they start singing a song about the beautiful girl who's caught in the street.
Right.
Back.
That's right.
She took a long sleep.
Have you seen The Family Guy where they try to write their own horror movie? Have you seen that one?
No,
where the guys try to write their own horror movie? It's one of my favorites. I really enjoy it. And there's so they watch a horror movie, a sequel of a horror movie that they really liked, and the sequel was terrible. And they're like, "Oh my God, we could write better than that." And they try for a couple of days to write, and it's terrible. And they're like, "Okay, the problem is we're not inspired. Let's go out to the old abandoned asylum and write there." And they wind up killing someone accidentally. And so you need to watch it. It's a fun episode. It's so silly.
It's always such a good, great premise for
yes.
for episode.
but it's got but there's a song in there that
Mhm.
is just insane. So well, let's say we'll have you retire for the evening. We'll take a break, and then
Yeah.
we'll come back, and we're gonna wrap up a little early tonight because I'm just sort of out of it, guys. I apologize, and then we'll get you on the road to the Vetch and the Convergence, and then off you'll go. Um, so so cool. So why don't we? Do you want to put you in bed first, or shall we just come back and do that?
We can come back.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. That is fine. There we go. That's fine to do. All right, guys. So we're going to go stretch our legs and refill our drinks. So just give us a few minutes. We'll be right back with you. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let's get Max back here. Well, I told you he would be back. Don't be worried. Is that your frozen smile?
I'm just so happy to be back.
That's right. That's something I found that my niece likes a lot is, she's 4. Well, she's turning 5 soon, but she, like, if you do something and you're like, and you freeze it, and she goes, stop. She's trying to shut your mouth and stuff. And then she just thinks it's hilarious that you just won't change your expression.
Oh man.
So,
Oh, Brise got stabbed again.
that's right.
That was stabbed by whom?
That's right. That's right. That's a good stabbing.
For whomst does the stabbing toll?
That's right. So
I'll go to my room.
yeah. You might want to. I would think you'd be in mind for maybe some extra security tonight.
Yeah. I might holy lock my door.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay.
Um,
And we can have Azrael sleep with me. I mean, that guy was so quiet, but Azrael could sleep in my room.
no, yeah, definitely. So roll to cast Holy Lock. What level are you going to put on it?
Let's put let's make it level 10.
Okay.
And we'll take our time, concentrate. Yep. I've got my Sorcerer's Spear as well, reducing my fumble, and it's a 48.
All right. You are sealed in. Your touch unlocks the door. It will unlock for no one else unless the door itself is destroyed. You'll also be aware if
let him try to do that quietly.
Exactly. All right. To bed you go. Roll it up.
We got a 17, 68, and an 88.
Feeling great. Wake up really early. Don't feel terrifically rested. Probably an uneasy night because of your anxiety from having someone get the drop on you. Except those dirty thieves and assassins and hookers and ants.
Not the ant assassins.
That's right. And assassins. So
like assassin wasp or something.
Oh, isn't that the one that
they're an assassin to beetles, not to people, but
that's right. I heard that assassin beetles actually their bite is crazy painful.
Oh, that's what it is, assassin beetles. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've heard is that they're because we had them on the farm in South Georgia, I believe. Their legs are crazy because it's like the leg turns this way, like one segment turns this way, but then the next segment turns that way. That's really interesting. They're kind of black and kind of bulldog. Yeah, they're kind of splayed. But I never got bitten by one. I've had them land on me. But so you're not terribly rested. I'll give you a small penalty throughout the day, unless you just want to turn in and go back to sleep and just sleep later, or if you want to just go ahead and get on the road and teleport to the vetch. Of course, you can sleep peacefully at the vetch.
Do you remember how many days it is, like on average, to Alamar to Convergence?
I think it's 3 days.
That's what I felt like. It was like 3 or 4. So
yeah.
Then we can no rush. We'll go back to sleep and get a little more rest. Want to be on alert when I have to cast spells and be on the road.
Yeah. So you doze right back off. Wake after a couple hours, a little past dawn, feeling great. Smell of food in the commons room. up and do your morning ablutions, and then cancel the lock, and then you're going to teleport just straight from the room? Well, I guess you need to eat, don't you?
Yeah, no, I'll have some breakfast,
Yeah.
gear up, and then we'll teleport from our room.
Pay for a meal. There is an adventurer group, 2 adventurer groups. They look like they're coming in off the road. That's of any interest to you. A pair and a group of 4.
Hmm.
The pair look young. Not a lot of stains on their cloak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boots still shiny. And you're like, man, I remember those a few months ago. That's how I was. And I am so worn out now.
Do you remember the very first adventure I talked to? She was like, don't, you should go back to your comfy life.
Don't pursue this life. Yeah.
Yeah.
She had lost people she cared about. And it was crazy. She was
just
bitter.
go up to these 2 being like, listen, not.
I want you to, I've heard that a great name to go by in this town is Brise. And that, little decoy set up everywhere.
Oh my God. That's actually not a bad idea.
Brise is a password for getting discounts at magic shops. Just, say, oh, I'm Brise, and make sure you say it loudly at taverns and restaurants.
Mm-hmm. I say, I am Brise. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And the spell Tanzot sucks can often get you out of trouble. Tanzoticus sucks us. Group of 4, much more seasoned, good spirits. Setting bags down and so on. They're going to worry about food. You've been there before, just, road weary, and, they probably rode all night to get here and, push through. And now it's like, let's eat and drink to our heart's content. And then we'll worry about errands in Brisicus. And we'll worry about errands later, until we get on to the next chapter of what we've got to deal with.
I will leave them to their enjoyment, and
Okay.
I will return to my room. It's a lot of rolls.
Yeah. Head back. Go down the hall. As soon as you turn down the hall, there's particularly tall orc, crouched, sort of squatting on the floor. He's watching the entrance to the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Long ponytail, splashed with red, streaked with red. He's just kind of sort of idly marking the floor with his dagger.
Oh, look, it's a picture of Brise.
Let's try it all again, lass. Let's try it all again. My boss didn't like your answers. You're not interested in necromancy, and neither is Oshekra. Now, his errand boy gave me the slip last night, slipped out of town. But I've got you here.
Ay, 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 ay.
But I hope you see I've come to you in a different light. Crowded room right behind you. You turn around. You pick a table. I sit down with you in front of all those fine people. We have a nice talk. Else we can go in your room, have a more private chat. The choice is yours. But your lie was poor. My boss is mad that I got taken in, which makes me mad.
Is there, if I would go back to the common room?
I mean, there really is a lot of people there.
Right. I mean, so I'm thinking of like to try to teleport away seems too risky.
I mean, you can try a silent cast, but that is
Never tried that before. No, it's not going to be the first time.
crazy dangerous.
And if I could just, motion for him to follow, go around the corner, say the spell, and then.
Yeah, but he can run just as fast as you can.
Right.
So he can, it's only, 15 feet down that hall. And do you want to be mid spell when he stabs you?
Now, if we know it's Algrit, if I really do tell him the truth that it's something just personal to me, just an old, dated religion.
Yeah.
That actually might be in my favor. Because I don't think
that's
of interest to him.
Is that Quinn? I hope that's I hope that's you speaking as Brise, not you speaking to Brise.
Yeah, I don't even find that like that objectively funny, but it just lightens the mood so much. It's so tense. Thank you, Quinn. So I think we'll be diplomatic, and I say, all right, let's meet in the common room.
Roll for me.
55.
Be funny if you just went and sat with a group of experienced explorers, like sat right down beside him, and he has to join you.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, it's a great idea. Have some witnesses, some protection,
and not lightweights.
Right.
Curse to you, hey, really throw the thing back, really shake out your hair, right? Be welcome at any table. So you smile and stride straight to them. Let's see who we've got here. Wish I knew Excel better, or at all, really what I should say. How should I do this? Just make notes. All right, let's do this. Female elf, female dark dwarf, female dwarf, male high orc. What a strange collection. So you're going to have some woman power on your hands.
The guy sits down next to the male high orc. It's my brother.
That's right.
We do jobs together.
That's right. Well, this guy's only an orc, so
right.
So you're. Let's just kind of go through this stuff. Both the dwarves are wearing robes. as is the female elf. High Orc is in hard leather armor. Like I said, they haven't even really, they've not even disrobed from the thing or bothered washing yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's an odd little assortment here. Number 3, number 2. So you sit down just straight up by the dark dwarf that puts your back to a wall.
Mind if I join you? Mind if my friend and I join you? My good longtime friend.
And they glance at the others. I mean, they're kind of like, hey, they kind of half stand up, but let's see who's a putative. Interesting. What's his deal? They all kind of turn to the High Orc when can I join? Can we join you guys? And the High Orc so looks you both over. And the orcs looks at the ladies and says, certainly, we can talk price later. Take a seat. You're like, he's kind of reading some things.
Okay.
Can feel that there's a vibe that's not right.
Hmm.
Right.
Make it worse, but
our stealthy orc is very unhappy. You've made this decision. His teeth are clenched. He sits down. He is beside the female elf. They kind of fall silent. There's an odd look of concentration to some of their faces. What do you want? You kind of look across him like, your move.
Yeah. Ask away.
He glares at you. And he says, the deal you made, what was it really for?
He had notes, a collection of notes on a topic I was very interested in, related to an old religion.
And I hope you know enough not to mention the heretical nature of that. Yeah.
Right. This is the twist where he finds out he's from my cult as well.
Flashes the sign. You're like, holy shit. That's I'm going to need more than that.
I just say it's an old group who thought that who tried setting up sites, across the It was across the continent, or was it just across like this region?
The
Forget.
Four Lands.
The Four Lands, yeah, just across the Four Lands, with the intention of awakening magical powers in different people, and people who don't have them. I'll sell your mom's nudes back to you for 69 copper. Wow. Been over here with the small game.
That's right.
So yes, I have food for 3 days now.
And what did you give him?
I gave him. That's right. I can't say give him the magic item.
The High Orc says, I think she's told you enough. It's time for you to go. A hand grips your thigh. It's the you're about the Dark Dwarf, is that right?
Yes.
Dark Dwarf, yeah, grabs your leg, gives it a squeeze, gives it a pat. Everybody is tense at the table.
Mm-hmm.
He meets each of their eyes. A very heavy snake slides out on the opposite side of the Dark Dwarf. Slides onto the table.
Mm-hmm.
The Dark Dwarf says, she is so hungry. Hungry, I tell you. Can break a man's arm, that beauty can. The Hurk says, it's time for you to go. Talking to our stealthy orc.
Right.
Still really tense. The guy just, you can tell he is just waffling, just, he's really mad.
Yeah. Second blunder. Better stay out of recovery for a while. Do they do restraining orders in Karandrin?
I asked my niece today, you know what a restraining order is? No, I said, it's when a judge says that some person can't be near another person. She goes, that's silly. I'm like, okay. As long as we're clear on that part, I guess. What else do we need to know?
That's silly.
Our grandmother was cutting something up. I don't know what she was cutting up in the kitchen. And I heard the niece go, be careful around knives, kids.
Who is she talking to?
Well, she goes, I'm talking to the kids on TV, like it's a YouTube thing, like watching crafting and stuff like that. I'm talking to the kids on TV.
The kids on TV can't hear you. They're dead.
They're dead. Restraining order. The orc, our sly orc rises.
Mm-hmm.
The snake keeps coming. and he resheathes a dagger that he had out under the table.
Mm-hmm.
The high orc stands with him. Stands at the same time, I should say. They all kind of rise. And he backs away a few steps, turns, and leaves.
Wow.
He gestures to the dwarf, nods, and murmurs a spell, closes her eyes. He gestures to our dark dwarf. She goes to the door and takes with her this big basket that was sitting on the other side of her. The snake retreats into it. Clearly a familiar. He gestures for you to just remain seated. Takes the seat. Turns to the dwarf. Says, well. Dwarf says, he's got a strong mind. Didn't help that I screwed up the casting. All I got for you is a name. Shingra. Quinn.
A restraining order. I say, look to each one in the group in turn, and I'm sorry I forced you into that, but I, in your debt. Deeply appreciate.
You won't be in our debt for long. We'll settle a price before you leave.
Okay. The price is, tell us what you were doing with Oshekra. I'm like, oh my God. Can't escape.
Well, he knows that Shingra didn't bring up the name.
Right. Shingra Oshekra.
The others come back, take a seat. They sort of report, he's pretty clearly gone. Six mithril or the like in trade. What's your pleasure?
6 mithril. That's funny. I tell him, let's work out.
Let's find that orc. Let's find that orc comment up here. Hang on. Stick your head.
Hold on. How tough does this orc look?
Exactly. I can take one. Surely I can take 4.
So I tell him, I've got 200 gold and 2 mithril on me. And let me see what magic items I've got.
Offer them torches. They can all see in the dark, every one of them.
What is it? Torch like 1 bronze or something?
Oh,
how about a million torches?
It's 1 copper. So for a gold, it's 1,000. You can get 1,000 torches.
100,000 torches for one. Torches for a small army. Okay.
Well, Quinn, it's about one good magic item.
Right, that's what I'm looking for. I just got to find in my list here. Honestly, my hanging chimes that detect undead hasn't been that useful. Floating lantern, door storm, Kelthorn. Yeah, that's something I could part with. So I'll offer that. Pull out from my bag of holding.
What's the range on it for detection?
200 feet. It's detect undead within 200 feet, plus 15 craft.
He says done. You know, they sort of look it over, pass it around. So
Okay.
that was crazy.
Yeah. Price. Let me note that I do not have that magic item anymore.
You are chimeless. Yeah, I should make a note here.
Trade my undead detection for their generosity.
Well, let's get you at least a convergence, and then I think we can wrap it up. So head back to your room, take some breathers. Another tense deal. It is interesting that whoever it was, knew that Ashekra's interests were not, and we have to assume it's Tanzot, but that means that Tanzot knows some things about Ashekra, which is interesting to note.
Right, because he knew what to ask for. Yeah.
Right, and knew that necromancy wasn't something that Ashekra was interested in, or at least so far as Tanzot knows.
Right, that's what kind of threw me off. Is like, but he is actually probably looking for necromancers now, but maybe, yeah, whether
right. That's a recent development because of his learning about the prison.
Right.
But he has no long-standing interest, I guess.
Right. Damn it! I should have said it's related to spiders. It's related to legs.
Exactly. He's a leg man, really. That's what he is. So
I was going to offer to buy them breakfast, maybe cover the room 6 mithril. I think I just tell them it was in my room and then teleport away.
That's right.
Yeah, that's kind of an outrageous price.
I don't know. I mean, you think about what you got out of.
Basically, potentially save my life. Yeah,
and like he stopped it. Reading your face, he stopped. Like, oh, that's her line. That's what she does not want to give up.
Right, exactly.
And that's what he interrupted. I think it's worth it. I really do. Because, money comes and goes, but getting out of these kind of jams, that's tough.
Right.
So, and this group, which I assume you'll never see again, I rolled for his morality, giving a minus because he's an orc. And he's like, he's borderline, like he's not totally evil, but he's not super interested in just helping out people. Right. His interest in wealth was 180.
Oh my God.
So he's like, let's make some money. It's fine. Yeah. We got no problem being involved in this, Mm-hmm.
180, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a big
gambling problems.
That's right. Come on.
Give me more.
All right, scoop up your cat. You fed him with breakfast, scraps of ham and so on. All right, concentrate and then roll to
the
vet. Teleport to the vets. Where are you getting your PowerPoints from?
From my own store.
Okay.
51.
All right, and roll to aim.
91.
Nice. So 10 power points, 10 exhaustion. You appear. You're greeted by a chorus. Daughter of man, you have returned to us. Do you want to ask them about whether their token they gave you would help with the Uthnorn? For people who don't remember, the Uthnorn is a group of Fae that we're researching.
Yeah. I know I have a feeling they already told me that, but we can ask now anyway. Yeah, I said I'm just passing through. But if you wouldn't mind answering a question, do you know if I were to find the Uthnorn, could I show the token you've given me as a sign of friendship to you and to them?
The colony is old enough and remembers the old symbols, then yes. The colony is too young. The symbol will mean nothing to them. They might recognize it as Fae, and it may still hold some vague weight, but the older the colony, the better.
Okay. They will recognize. Okay. And I don't think I have anything else to ask them, really. Unless there's any news from the vetch. I think we'd already agreed to meet on a certain date anyway.
Yeah, you've got a few days to go before. I think it's a weekly meeting you've set up.
Yeah, the 7/27. So 3 more days.
They wish you, well, and you tell them, you'll probably be passing through again and in a few days. Off you go. And teleporting. You have a spot in Convergence?
Yeah, let me check my teleport spots. I've got the Crystal Maids Adventurers Guild. It's probably the most reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do Crystal Maids Adventurers Guild. So roll that up. And my power points, 87 to cast.
Okay.
And 25 to aim.
Not great. 9 power points, 9 exhaustion.
All right.
Good God. Well, I think we'll just end it here.
Oh my God. Am I ever going to get to Alamar?
Oh, you definitely made it to Convergence. You just made it right in the middle of a busy street. And in terms of how noticeable you were, it was 140. The disturbance you saw, the cause is 260.
Classic.
And so
classic Brise.
You appear. You know immediately that something is wrong. There are screams. There is a scream of a horse or a whole train of horses. A team. That's the word. A whole team of horses. And that's where we'll leave it. So you are, we'll say early morning still. You are in middle of the street in Convergence.
Bad news. You're wrapped in 6 different pieces.
That's right. On the plus side, you're there.
You're all there.
Exactly.
And there.
You're really seeing the sights. You've really covered the city. So we will pick up there
Yeah.
uh,
Okay.
next week.
Next week.
So guys, sorry for the short one. I'm just a little insomniaed, and so dragging a bit today. So thanks as always for watching. We really do appreciate it. If you think we're doing a good job, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you think we're doing a great job, hop the donor box and send us a little love. You see the link right there. You should follow Max on YouTube as well. He has his channel right there. You see the short link where he discusses the role of the original soundtracks in music and video games. Thanks as always for Elliot Dunovitz and their terrific character art we use for Brise most every session. You can see more of their work at artstation.com/Tortolua. And I've written a novel called A Shore Too Far that I'm pretty proud of, and I hope you enjoy it. You can find it on Amazon. So, Max, say goodbye to these lovely people.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed that session. I certainly did. I'm going to now go unclench every part of my body.
That's right.
And yeah, we'll see you next week, everybody.